Theory developers, welcome back to Hi-Fi Tech and Entertainment channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain you what are the setup and configuration of SAP Build Apps and how to develop a first and simple basic application and how to review the application in BAS system, and also finally I will take you through the quick tour of our SAP Build Apps interface. Before going to jump, if you want to learn a SAP Build Apps complete tutorial, I created a community in my YouTube channel. Please join it and you will get to through the whatever the presentation I'm doing it here, you will get all this documentation and what are the live demo applications I'm showing in the video. That things also I will share with you. If you have any doubts, we'll connect in the live chat and we can discuss it. So without wasting your time, let's jump into the system. First, if you didn't register the SAP trailer account, please register it. Then what I will do is just this account will generate. Once this account will generate, we need to configure the SAP Build Apps. There we need to check the all the entitlements is there or not, and SAP Build Apps and SAP Build Workzone, these things is not there or not. So if this is not there, we need to add these entitlements. Once if you add this, then only you will get the subscription for the application. So let's jump into our BAS system. Sorry, BTP system. So once you register an account, you can see like this. So just go to your trailer account. Every 90 days it will be expired. If you use continuously, so automatically it will extend to 30 days more. So before going to configure directly of SAP Build Apps, here we have an option called Boosters. So once you navigate to Boosters, if here we have an SAP Build Apps. So what we have to do is to subscribe our SAP Build Apps. The first thing what we have to do is we need to launch this. Then only we can subscribe our SAP Build Apps. If you want to work on SAP Build Code, that all subscriptions we can do here. Now I'm working on SAP Build Apps, right? Just click on Start. Once you click on Start, what it will do is all these processes will complete. Then it will ask which account you want to select. Already account is there. If you don't have an account, we can create a sub account, but already I created the sub account, so I selected this. Next we need to select the configuration things. Here defaultly it will take, now we are using free account, right? So it will take all the default configurations things. Then it will ask the usernames you want to add. So if you want to add the administrator usernames, that means they have an access. Here you can see the administrator usernames can assign for the managers and space manager roles. So what they will do is they will assign the users to access the applications. Developers, here we will maintain the developer mail IDs. So here what this, they can develop the application and they can do some modifications and they can test it. So what based on your positions, we need to assign these administrator roles and developers roles. Now currently I maintain my name in both the sections because I want to do complete brick end to end. That's why. Then here it will show you the complete details. If it is fine for you, then click on finish. Once you click on finish, what it will happen is it will create a service and also it will create a destination and it will show you the subscription and the role collection parts. So these all activities it will show you here. If you go to the entitlements in service assignments, there you can see all your build SAP build configuration things. If you go to your role selection, there also you can see. Yeah, now we are in subscription service assignment, right? Here you can see SAP Build Apps. See, SAP Build Apps. Once you configure the SAP Build Apps, what it will do is automatically it can configure the SAP build process automation and SAP build workflow. These all things will generate automatically. Same way we need to check your entity assignments. So this is not required. Now we need to forever is this one is the service assignment is done. Once this is done, what we have to do is go back to your account explorer, then jump to your trailer account. Yeah. So once you jump your trailer account, just check in instance and subscription. You have this subscription is available or not. Once you install that properly, definitely these four things will create, I mean SAP Build Apps, Build Work Zone, SAP Build Code, Cloud Identity Service. These four things will generate. In case if it is not there, what we have to do is go to your service marketplace. Here also we have SAP Build Apps. Just configure it, just configure this thing and it will work. Once you install there properly, these things will come automatically. Next, what we have to do is go to your role selection, go to your user selection. There you need to access your application. Now I'm going to the default identity. Here I will check the roles. If you see here, already I assigned these roles: SAP Build Apps Administrator role, Developer role. If you maintain these roles to your user, then only you can access the application. In case if it's not there, what we have to do is go to your assign role collection. Here it will be enabled. So just we need to search it one, then select and assign the role collection. Then it will available to your users. So before that, please cross check and all these things. In case if you don't know how to check this, directly you can go your role collection. Here you can see for your user what roles is there. That all things we can see here. Then what one more thing I want to show you is the here if you see here, the destination is created for the SAP Build Apps. This one, how it is created is, if you remember when I install the configuration, there it's mentioned that the destination is created for the SAP Build Apps for the runtime. So this one will generate automatically when you configure things. So once these things are done, now directly we can load our SAP Build Apps. How to load is just click on this. So here it shows you, right? Go to your application. Otherwise you can select this. Otherwise we can navigate and we can select go to the application. So in the new tab, the SAP Build things will create. So this how it is. Once you did the complete setup of your SAP Build application in trailer account, you will get this as a free. From there, you can navigate of our SAP Build App Zone. Here we are going to create of our sample application. Before going to create a sample application, just I will take you to the quick tour of this SAP Build Apps, what things will be there. Then we will jump into the creation of a web application in SAP Build Apps. So in this logic pan, the logic pan is where you can tell the app what to do when the different events occur. So if you choose a component part here, what it will do is, so this component part, what it will do is, it will show you then each data variables and for the page itself. So a simple example is here what I will do is, here I will show you how to add the button. If I add a button, what it will happen is, this button is a drag flow function of the logic pan and the drag connection from the event to the flow functions and from the flow functions to other flow functions. That's how the integration tab. When it comes to our integration tab, this tab is where we connect to our data source and it will brings the data from the sources. So you can make the following integration connection and we can do the device storage only for this. And also we have an SAP system and REST or OData service pages selection. At the top we can see the setting parts. Here we can create an pages. If you want to maintain a pages and the navigation, we can do that and we can maintain. In the top, we have an option to preview and publish, and we have an option to save the data. These things are made to develop of our application things. So once you publish the application, it will deploy to the system, and the user interface is the UI system. We can maintain the drag and drop functionality parts. Now you saw right how these functionalities are working. Now I will show you in real time how it is there in our BAS. Once you open your BAS system, here we have an option for the lobby. Here we have an option for the connectors and the actions, and there is the control towel will be there. Here what it will do is it will generate an AI things if you want to do. Now I'm not doing all these things, just showing the basic structure how to create an application. Before that, if you want to create a project it here and directly navigate to our SAP BAS system, means here we can go for it. So what we will do is here we'll create a project and maintain the what template you want to choose and what are the features you want to add. All the things we can create a project here. Then if you go to the dev space manager, directly you can access the application there and we can do your things. And here we have an option called my project. In this my project, here we can see projects to deployed in the BTP's BAS system or Cloud Foundry system, and here we can see what are the projects you worked on. And if you select on my projects, here it will show you only what are the projects you created here. And if you click on all projects, means it will show you the complete below three things, all the projects will show it in here. If you want to search a project directly, for example, if there is so many projects will be there, if you know the project name, we can directly search it from here. And here we have an option called show toolbar. What it will do is, if you choose the project type, based on the project type it will show you. For example, if I select the web and mobile application, you can see here only web and mobile application. There is no other applications here. That way we can select it, and we can select the application based on the status. That means if you maintain any released versions, based on the released version we can select it, and if anything is in editable mode, that things also we can select based on the status. And this sorting is based on your creator. For example, if I select my name, what are the projects I created, that things will come. And if you want to sort the, for example, if I select everyone, whatever the project application access to everyone, only that applications can see here. That how it is. And if you want, if you maintain any system configuration things, based on the system you want to filter the projects, we can filter it. That's how this show filter bar will act. And here if you see within the item section, these are the project details. Once you click on right click here, the project will open. Otherwise it will run the application. If it is an will sorry, if it is an web and mobile application, whatever I developed here. And here we have an options to create a project. This is for create a project, or if you want to clone the project from the Git directly, we can clone it. Or if you want to add the project from the dev space, that one also we can add it here. And this is for the import, and this is for the sort of your applications, I mean projects. Now let's create a project. Click on create. And here if you see, there are three methods will be there. If you are using trailer account, we have an access for these two things. Now what I will do is, now I want to develop an application, so I'm choosing an application. Click on next. If you want to develop next, in the category section it will ask you what type of applications you want to develop. So the first one is the full stack application. That means what it will, for if you want to develop any CAPM applications, end-to-end applications you want to develop, means you can go for the full stack application. Or if you want to develop only front-end application, and the back-end if you want to use some data source on OData service if you want to configure, then go for the front-end developments. And this is the backend. What is the use of this backend is, here we can create a entities it will create our own data source, and you can design the data tables called entities and populate them with the data. This data source can used in our applications. So instead of laying our own data from the external source, by using this backend with in our SAP Build lobby itself, we can create an backend application part also. First, I will develop only front-end application just to give the basic structure how it is. Once you select that, here within the front end, we have two types of formats will be there. One is the Fury element and web and mobile application. Now, if you want to connect to any SAP or third-party data without to write or writing the code or needing, just you want to develop an UI design, go for it. Or if you want to develop an SAP Fury app and to build a freestyle UF application or whatever, if you want to use the Fury elements, you can go for this. Now what I will do is, for develop a simple application, I will choose web and mobile application. If you choose that, here you can see what are the details of this application here. Then here we need to create a project name. Now what I will do is, I will create a application for the team members. So team app, and I need, if you want to give some description of the application, we can give it. App for the team members, like this. Then click on review. Once you click on review, it will show you what are things you selected. Now I selected then application, front end application. Type of application is web and mobile application, the project name and the description. Once you click on create, what it will do is, it will open it to the new tab. There your application will launch. Yes. So that's how the application will launch here. Now, what I will do is, if you see here in the left side settings, if you see here, we have an option called home page. Home page is nothing but this one, what you configured now. So here, if you want to show all the pages, means once you click on that, it will show you all the pages. Then if you want to go back, just select the user interface, then it will takes you back. Now, before doing something, what this is the, once you select this, it will show you here what are the properties. These all components I will explain you in detail in next video. So just now what I will do is, once the page is created, click on preview. Once you click on preview means, now we are running the application, what are things here we if created. So here, here we have two options. You want to test the application in the web. Otherwise, if you want to test application in your devices, means if you scan this barcode, you can download it. Now I'm testing application in the browser. So what you need to do is click on open web pro. Here we can see whatever the apps we developed till now. In mobile web and mobile, I developed two applications. So these two apps will be like this. Once you click on open, the application will be loaded here. See, this is the tech page we created now. So if you want to go back, click on home page, it will take you back. It's not loading. Okay. If you click on arrow mark back, it will take you there. Here, if you have an option to search the applications. Now, what I will do is, just I will drag and drop some button. Once you maintain this button is enabled directly, what you can do is just review. The data is not refreshed. Oh, sorry, I forgot to save. Once you click on save, then it will be saved. Now the app saved successfully. Now click on preview. Yeah, you can see the button, right? So that's how we need. Now, if you want to add new page, we need to define a page. Dinner team. Just two pages I will create. Click on save. Now I'll create One more page, tracking. Okay, click on save. So now what I will do is, now I selected the tracking page. Now if you don't want to maintain a back navigations on the header bar, what we have to do is, within the app settings, we have an option called navigation. Here, if you see the built-in navigation, once you select the navigation header bar, it will shows you the options, enable, no. Once you click on yes means we need to maintain the which page you want to navigate. Now I'm selecting no. Same way, if you want to avoid the navigation menu for this page means click on no. That's it. So what I did is, for this page, the navigation menu bar, I maintain no. If you, in case if you maintain that, it will show you like this. I don't want, so I said no. Then click on save. Now your app is successfully saved. Now if you want to see all pages at one shot means, you can see this is the page I created, home page I created, tracking I created. In next video, I will explain you the what are the components, how to use it, how many types of components will be there, and also the logical parts. So in today's video, we learn the configuration part and basic app creation, right? In next video, I will explain you the fundamentals of the components and what are the properties will be there and how to use the binding concept in our SAP Build Apps. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you are interested, please join the SAP Build Apps community in my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, guys.